Hey guys, this is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video. Today I'm just going to show you a few books and magazines that I'm going to do kind of a review on that I really like and I learned a lot from. So let's start over here. This is with the In Easy Steps series. These guys make a lot of really good books, really easy to follow. This is actually how I learned Visual Basic, and then also I taught myself a lot of stuff just through trial and error. So you'll open it up. It has all of the things have useful. That's my laptop. With the keyboard shortcuts for the program, it has like a lot of useful code, just easily forgotten stuff. And in here it shows getting started, installing Visual Basic Express, and then it shows you how to configure the program, and then make very simple applications like calculator, using controls, tab orders, variables, different coding techniques, things like that, how to make a web browser. This is actually that line of code right there, which you'll find in the Excalibur browser source code on SourceForge, is what basically powers the entire web browser. And then there, of course, is a lot more stuff to it, but that's using timer controls, everything, learning the it's jam-packed with tons of code and different stuff that I quite like, mathematics, that kind of thing. And then at the end, it starts kind of simple, and then at the end, you start getting harder things like open, save, and print dialogues, menus, or media players, things like that, calendars. It even shows you how to start scripting with ActiveX for websites, scripting for Internet Explorer, so like or VBS script, and HTML, because they're all kind of linked, and all sorts of cool stuff. I do recommend this book. I picked it up from Chapters here in Canada for $19.95. So that's one down. Next one. It's the same series, Building a PC. I already did know a lot of just basic stuff for building a PC, because it's not hard. It's like you buy all the stuff, you plug it in, you configure the BIOS, and install the operating system. But this is, whoa, it's ripped. I did not see that. Very useful. I can fix that. That shows common BIOS error messages like CMOS battery, blah blah blah. Some things that I have no clue how the hell to fix until I looked there, and I'm like, oh, okay. Geez, that binding really did come apart. Fix that with a little glue. It shows you just the basics, like the introduction, what kind of parts you're going to need, depending on the kind of depending on the kind of computer you want. Store-bought versus self-built, OEM versus retail. What do you want to do? Like play games. Has some interesting games in there. Then it shows you different kinds of processors, different like fitting the heatsink and fan, different kinds of memory. Like it even has tables here on clock speeds and things like that. And then motherboards, cases, cooling. Even has a small section on case modding. So this might apply for the beginner modders. Power supplies, graphics cards. It's a little older though. This book is a little older. It could be a little newer, but it helps quite a bit. It shows you testing, like with Prime 95 and things like that, and what to do if you turn it on and you get a blank screen. That happens. And also something very useful is beep codes. That's if your computer has detected something wrong during post, and tells you what to do with that, and even shows you how to install Windows XP. Like, this thing has everything in it: sound cards, drives, setting up the system, peripherals, then troubleshooting in case you royally screwed up and need help. Like, for instance, it said that the desktop had a primary hard disk failure, and all it was is that the hard drive wasn't turning on. So this book helped. Another one, which is similar, is upgrading and fixing a PC. It shows you how to upgrade an old computer into a pretty decent computer. Cooling, it shows like liquid cooling, phase change, that kind of things. Types of motherboards, like 64-bit Mobos. It's kind of the same thing as the other one, but it's a little bit more in detail, a little bit more on the troubleshooting side, so if something's not working right. It does have beep codes too. It has a very long section on sound cards for like audio artists, with the ones that have like a breakout box and equalizer and things like that in them. Sound systems, preacher input. This really is awesome stuff. I really like this book. And again, what was the other one? The Building a PC one you can get from Chapters for $16.95 Canadian. And same with this. I bought these two in the States though, so they were only $14.99. So I really like those books. Another thing that isn't a book, but it's a magazine that I really like, I'm not going to go through them all, so don't worry, is Computer Power User Magazine. These guys are amazing. They have, you may have noticed with, which one is it? This one. If you follow MNPC Tech, Monster Mod, that's his mod on the front right there. Overkill Bill, as they call him. There's a lot of, like, every issue has a different mod in it. I'm actually gonna, after I'm done modding this computer, I'm gonna submit it and see what if I can get in. Like, look at this. Like, not Cooler Master, forget what case that is. I know it's a level 10. Yeah, level 10 case with moving wheels and robotic arm, and like, it's amazing. And then this one where it's just look at the work of art that went into that. It's old radio that he turned into a PC. But I'll just open one of them up just to give you an idea what they're like. And here's the issue that I got not long ago. Some of them have like a PSU buyer's guide. I know a few of these other ones have like, they each have like a featured thing, like PC cooling, maximize your PC's performance, motherboard's buyer guide. This is when the 6-core CPUs came out from Intel and AMD. That's an old one. 2010 memories, buyer guide, like, they come with that stuff. This one, it always has, probably near the beginning, on all of them, it has a thing from CyberPower. Then it has this page, which just shows you what there's. A lot of advertisements, but not too much. They're all cool advertisements. This is just the what's happening in hardware, so like the new Sandy Bridge processors, things like that. This is a new one, Digital Storm. If any of you guys know about these guys, I'd like you to tell me about them, because I have no clue who they are, and they look okay. So, what's happening in software. You have, what else? Sometimes things like NVIDIA flagship face-off. This is the new 570s and the 580s. Reviews, information, things like that. Benchmark. These guys do a lot of bench racing. stuff like that. And then here's the ones from ATI, benchmarks, MSI, advert, benchmarks, and things like that. Reviews of different hardware like motherboards, things like that. Thermal packaging, like there's a lot of then here's their mod section. It's one mod thing and some of them have a special like mod off, I think once a year, where they'll have like 16 Dream PCs. I should have actually shown you that one. That one was really cool. But this is just regular. This one is done by Lee Harrington. And it's a protein folding computer on one side and a gaming computer on the other side. So I thought that was pretty cool. SSDs, Core i7, and here's the hard hat area where it advanced questions and answers corner. So you have questions and answers that you've submitted or other people have submitted to CPU Zotac. Introducing, like, these are new things. Like this one has really technical things about Wi-Fi or WHDI, and the other one, last one that I saw, I think had something about Sandy Bridge, but it shows you like graphs, really technical speak. Then you got your featured thing like power plays. This is the PSUs. Shows high-end, mid-range, low-range, and budget. So you got all your pretty common advertisement, pretty common PSUs, and then like mid-range value. I'm surprised that the XFX P1 650 watt was a value. Thought it would have been higher up, but I guess not. That looks like a nice laptop. Hey, Linus Tech Tips or NCIX Tech Tips, if you guys are watching, unbox this. I've been wanting to see an unboxing for this for a long time. It's the Panther 2.0. Let me see. Yeah, by Eurocom. See if you can find one. Okay, and then it's inside the world of betas. I like this. Shows you different beta software, upgrades that keep you coming along, different upgrades, Google Chrome, that kind of thing. More advertisements. Loading zone shows you different like software reviews. I know this is a bit of a long video, but I just thought I'd show you all this. Tips and tricks. Warm up to Penguins. It has a Linux section for building your own kernel and stuff like that. And then it has what I like almost most is the at your leisure section. It has featured games. So you got World of Warcraft, Cataclysm. It was actually in an issue of CPU that I saw at Metro 2033. I'm like, I want this. They have StarCraft 2 Razer hardware peripherals. They more advertisements. Civilization V, Alan Wake, Super Mario Galaxy 2 for Wii, Heavy Rain, Mass Effect 2, Red Dead Redemption. Like, they got game reviews. Google TV, and then I think, interviews with people. Stuff like that. Then you got, like, of course, the ends where it's just advertisements and ads. And oh wait, at the back, question and answer with Sherry Lynn, Sparkle USA's branch president. So that's been a review of 3 books and 1 magazine. I'll put a link in the description to CPU's website and also to an Easy Steps website, so then you can see they have, like, an Easy Steps has almost everything. It's like the Dummies books where they have stuff like HTML for Dummies or HTML in Easy Steps, Windows XP in Easy Steps if you don't know how to use Windows XP, like really interesting stuff like that. So, it's Kevin Humphrey, and thanks for watching.